You know, and they've managed to get a second goal, and they're sitting pretty at the moment.
Our seats are very low down here, which means you get a really good sense of just how quick this game is. Do you think United have greater zip into the tackle at the moment than Chelsea?
I think they have, definitely. They put it about a little bit more, and also Chelsea's deflated now, you know, and you know, Man United have carried on as they started. They're still zipping it in and getting stuck in.
It's also given us a very good view of the United bench and how they sort of rotate with any tactical instructions that they need to pass to the players.
And there's a real calmness with it as well. You know, they're actually watching the game. They're not ranting and raving, waving their hands everywhere. They're tweaking it slightly, and as you say, they're taking it in turns to send a message on to the players. Michael Carrick, Mick Phelan, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself. They look calm and in control, and it's great to see.
Okay, well, I hope you two are calm and in control in a little bit later on when you do the quarter-final. Don't look so nervous, it'll be fine. Quarter-final draw coming up later.
The tie of the round, and this would be pretty much the tie of any round. David Luiz does indeed go for it. Pedro! It's a good double save. Good hit. Really strong hands by Aretha Balaga. Herrera! Brilliant goal! Fantastic goal!
Chelsea to be a lot sharper than they have been to give a reaction. I know they had that game in midweek last week and got back to winning ways, but I still expected more from them now. They have to now push on a little bit, which in a way should suit Manchester United and their counter-attacking play.
They need a quick goal. They need the next goal needs to be theirs. And then they can't afford Man United to score another one.
And Manchester United it's perfect for them to hit on the counter-attack again, isn't it?
Sit in, counter-attack, dominate midfield like they've done, and just wait for Chelsea to make the move.
Okay, let's rejoin Martin Keown and Steve Wilson.
Thank you very much, Gary. No changes from either side at half-time, but Chelsea need to change the momentum of this game, otherwise they are out of the FA Cup. It's a tall order against Solskjaer's in-form Manchester United, who lead by 2-0. Chelsea towards the Matthew Harding stand in the second half, so Kevin Friend will make them go again. I think Alonso was inside the United half when they kicked off. Almost on the edge of the box, by the way. Here we go. David Luiz with that long ball towards Alonso. What can Chelsea change, Martin?
Well, I think Alonso's going to have to improve defensively, that's for sure. I think he's got into a bad habit of playing as a wing-back, scoring lots of goals and not doing the basics properly. They've got to move the ball much quicker and try and get Hazard on that last defender. He's played quite deep, Hazard, and hopefully that United tire. That's what they've got to hope, Chelsea.
Azpilicueta underneath that, it's come to Pogba. Shaw watching this drop, letting it drop, and dealing with it. Ricochet, the matter was quite kind to David Luiz. Glad to see some leadership skills from David Luiz. Actually, he's been guilty a few times with almost imploding when the team doesn't do well. Just to show some leadership skills. Pedro, N'Golo Kante nicking through. It's a good run, this. Azpilicueta deflected off Shaw, and then it hit Herrera, did it? No. It hit Azpilicueta, it's a goal kick. No complaints from Azpilicueta. Two players booked in the first half, Ashley Young and Nemanja Matic was the other. These are tough times. Seems an age ago, but it was 18 games unbeaten at the start of the season. How quickly things change. There's Shaw. Kante took it from him. Pedro. Kovacic. Alonso, Higuain, Pedro. Look how many red shirts they've got to try and pick their way through.
So compact, aren't they? All working really hard.
Pedro, Azpilicueta. Higuain chance, well blocked. Smalling and Lindelof in the way instantly. Corner though.
They're reading it very well, aren't they? Just both central defenders coming across for this one.
Rudiger on his toes. David Luiz too. Straight onto the head of Herrera. Shot hit Juan Mata. That's a lovely ball from Matic into Rashford. Could just be a foot chase here. Rashford, he's got away from Azpilicueta. Lukaku's in the middle. It's Lukaku and David Luiz covered. Big shout for handball against Azpilicueta. Super defending from David Luiz.
Wow, fantastic play there from Rashford. Just destroyed Azpilicueta, didn't he?
End to end though, isn't it? Here's Alonso. Out. Pogba foul, free kick to Manchester United. There's a big shout for handball against Cesar Azpilicueta here. Brilliant run.
Wasn't it? Rashford just couldn't get that ball into the path of Lukaku. David Luiz gets back and it lifts up there. Is it? I think maybe it's more the shoulder, isn't it? Oof, I think they're looking to get him.
And he's got a yellow
sent
card.
off, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just so zippy, isn't he? Just breaks away. Oh, I thought he got the ball there.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought as well. Free kick has been given. United players were saying he got the ball. Chelsea players were saying send him off. Referee sat on the fence, but actually got it right. I think certainly not to send him off. In goes the free kick. Luiz around the back. This is dangerous. Lukaku away. We've got to get the next goal in this cup tie, Chelsea. That is a foul. Matic on N'Golo Kante, and now...
Well, he's going to have a word with him.
He is.
It's in a controlled way.
Yeah. Well, Maurizio Sarri is amongst those calling for Nemanja Matic to be sent off here. I don't think he's going to be.
No, but it's a succession of fouls, isn't it? Although I didn't think the first one was. That's definitely a foul.
What, from that angle, you've seen cards given for that.
Yeah. I wonder if they might want to take Matic off. Feeling there, talking to his staff. Solskjaer.
It's Jorginho into Kovacic. Jorginho. It's worth making the point, of course, that the video assistant referees can only judge on a straight red, not a second yellow card. He's in the hands of Kevin Fred only, so not enough. Pedro. Jorginho, Rudiger, David Luiz. Luiz is going to spring it away to Azpilicueta. Lindelof behind. They've got to put Manchester United under concerted pressure, Chelsea.
Well, I think they're going to start hitting the target more. Willian will be on shortly. Surely he's sitting on the bench.
Well, he is out on the touchline at the moment, Willian. As the corner kick is taken. And coming off Pogba's head as Romero prevented another corner. No, he hasn't. And this is the kind of momentum now that Chelsea need.
It is, and United just have to see this through. Keep concentrating.
It's getting a bit tetchy.
He's asking, isn't he, David Luiz, about the time, because you'll see this as a professional wasting of time from United to try and stop the momentum from Chelsea.
Chelsea's third corner in these opening moments of the second half. Out by Pogba. Rashford. always the danger from those corners that United clear it to Rashford and then it just becomes a sprint.
He's in the mood, Rashford, isn't he? Great talent.
Manchester United's throw, Ashley Young's throw. Lukaku trying to roll around Rudiger. Luis for Chelsea. Kovacic frustrated. There is Southgate Steve Holland watching on.
A difficult ball turn though, wasn't it? Wonder what they make of it.
What can Mazar do here? Could find a goal counter, could go on to Pedro. No ball inside to Pedro, great recovery. Shaw's got a foot to that. Might have injured himself in the process, but he made a brilliant challenge. Romero's down as well. Could be some collateral damage here, but they prevented Pedro from getting the attempt on goal.
Yeah, and I think he's got a knee in the back of his leg there, hasn't he, from his own goalkeeper, but Shaw does.
Alonso. Higuain now. Jorginho. Kovacic to Alonso. Alonso's ball in.
Really compact, isn't it? Textbook defending at the moment from United. No one really overcommitting.
Chelsea want to make the change. Willian is coming on and Pedro is the man to make way. Well, a man who can certainly produce the unpredictable.
Well, they can't shoot from distance. It might have to be long range because they can't get close to this goal tonight, Chelsea.
Here he is, so he prefers probably to play on the left and cut into on his right. Well, here's Azpilicueta around the back. Pogba holding him off. It's come off Lindelof, it's a corner.
Well, Pogba nearly gets caught out there because he's trying to outstrength Azpilicueta. Look how quick he is here, Willian. Imagination. Just holds him off and then he just pokes his foot through and capitalises on that.
Corner from Willian is a really poor one. Kovacic went to ground on the edge of the 6-yard box claiming a foul. Azpilicueta had to win that from Rashford and did. There's 3 times now from Chelsea corners. Marcus Rashford's nearly charged downfield on a one-man break.
It's like someone's fired him out of a gun, isn't it? He's that Olympic sprinter there, Rashford. He gets onto one of those, he's away.
Under pressure, Manchester United, but not quite under the cosh. Romero. Might be different if Chelsea can get a goal though. Here's Mata. Matic. Oh, Rudiger. Rudiger straight through Mata. It's a yellow card for Rudiger.
I think he's appealing that he's won the ball, but it has to be the follow-through. Yeah, just catches him, doesn't he? Can't really complain about that.
It was a hefty one. Free kick, yellow card. Smalling. Young. Played it out. 2-0, Manchester United lead.
United need to keep this football just a little bit more, managing things well at the moment, but they want to keep possession for longer.
Certainly more threat about Chelsea in the first 15 minutes of the second half than there was in the last 15 minutes of the first. There had to be. William. Higuain. Flag is up. Let's have a little look at this.
He's not offside there, is he?
No, he's not.
Everything going United's way.
Smalling was playing him up. Manche hurdling run and wins the free kick, wins the throw in for Manchester United. They just need a little spell, don't they? At the other end of the pitch, Manchester United. Alexis Sanchez is being told to go and limber up.
It's interesting, they're happy to sit, aren't they, on the edge of their own box, but when they press together. Matic there winning that ball, that flick from Hazard. Rashford.
It's come off Alonso from Manchester United. Corner kick, it's their second of the game.
Again, that was too easy, wasn't it? Manche just standing there.
Manchester United's corner. Headed up by Aquiliqueta, the whistle has gone. David Luiz and Rudiger. Jorginho. Hazard's little flick didn't quite come off. Willian now for Chelsea. Couldn't find Willian. Jorginho.
It's almost like an arm wrestle in there, isn't it? Chelsea just finding no space at all. You know, you look and Solskjaer, people talk about the smile on their face, but look how well organised they are tonight.
Smalling really had a good game. John Terry watching on. Ed Hazard for Chelsea has found space and not the finish. It's a corner. I think Lindelof hurled himself in front of this.
Well, this is when he's at his best, Hazard, when he's running at you, but look at Lindelof shifting those feet, getting the block in, all important.
That was the chance he's been waiting for. Frustration, corner. They've had plenty of these, Chelsea. Willian. On by Lukaku. Luiz retrieving. And now Smalling and Rudiger together. Nothing doing. Young's clearance up towards Rashford. Rashford goes down. He is fouled. N'Golo Kante's fouled. Rashford. And the Chelsea man is going to get a yellow card here.
Well, I don't believe there's anything in that. I know he's got his arms around him. He's backing in.
Play on. Matic. Shaw. Lindelof. Matic. Just walked the tightrope once or twice, Manche Matic, on a yellow card. Sliced by Pogba. Mistake by Hazard. Rashford here for Manchester United. And Herrera. Pogba. Higuain. Kovacic. Jorginho. Alonso on the overlap for Hazard. He uses him. Herrera again. Just drawn to the exact spot.
And the pass as well, let's not forget. He just fills in beautifully. As soon as Smalling goes out there to deal with the danger, he drops back in. They got a bit disjointed there, and quickly he gets them back into shape.
Luke Shaw. Chelsea need a break.
Need something desperately, don't they?
Almost 3/4 of the way through this last of the FA Cup fifth round ties. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2. Two first half headers. Herrera and Pogba.
You see there, Rashford there. He said to Alonso, go on then, run me. He just takes him out.
Rudiger was appealing here.
Yeah, well, I think he's backing in here and trying to make the most of it. And I think it's a bit of a coming together afterwards. He's got his arms round, but he's pushing back in. He's not going to get to that ball anyway.
David Luiz for Chelsea, finding Rudiger. Willian. Hazard. N'Golo Kante. Jorginho. Kovacic. Alonso. Jorginho. Willian. Good control. Willian's whipper. Lindelof away.
Good position again. Textbook again, isn't it? Pick up in the box. Stop that whistling across the 6-yard line.
At the moment it's like Chelsea keep going round and round the one-way system time and time again and hitting the same no-through road every single time. Pogba running into Azpilicueta. Rudiger. Hazard. It's a foul. Herrera. This is a chance.
Nearly getting through the traffic there, Hazard. This is what he's so good at, isn't he? Twinkle toes, moves the ball, shifts it better than any player in the Premier League for me. Matter getting back in there.
Well, if they find a way to get this into the back of Romero's net, it's a whole different cup tie. Well, any one of those three is more than capable.
I think Willian will take it. I may be wrong. Maybe Louise looks perhaps the favourite, but
big moment, there's 2-0 down. It's a long red and white ball. It's Willian, it's over the wall, over the bar.
hugely disappointing, isn't it? Brilliant.
A little under 20 minutes of normal time.
He does pose a better goal threat, Barkley.
is Rudiger. It's a good ball. Alonso into Hazard. Green is in the middle. Hazard trying to get the better of Lindelof. Kevin Friend. Not sure there was actually that much of an appeal from Hazard. Kevin Friend wasn't minded to give him anything.
He was just falling, wasn't he, Hazard? Again, the double up on him. Just twisting, look, links inside Lindelof, just goes through his legs, and I think he's just falling at the same time. And bounces back up again, doesn't he? So nimble is he.
Well, Barkley, who's just come on for Chelsea, scored a late equaliser for them against Manchester United in the Premier League here back in October in a 2-2 draw. It's a foul on Jorginho by Mata. Manchester United are bringing on Sanchez and taking off Lukaku.
Done well, Lukaku. Chased into those channels, held onto the ball for his team. Defensively, he's been outstanding from corners as well. Yeah, missed that.
Sanchez on. Barkley. Jorginho. Willian. David Luiz. It's been an exceptionally well disciplined performance from Manchester United in the second half. Barkley. Good footed. Rashford running into Luiz. You'd rather jump two-footed into that challenge, and Rashford did not like that at all.
Well, you can tell by his reaction there. But Luiz does have a little bit of history for these, and he's just, no, nothing wrong with that. I know the foot's high, but he makes no contact with his opponent.
Ashley is just asking Rashford to ensure that he keeps his composure here.
Well, he does jump into it, doesn't he? From that angle you see it better.
It's a throw into Manchester United, who are edging ever nearer now towards Sanchez. Rudiger. David Luiz. Jorginho for Chelsea, hunted down by Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez into Rashford, good block Rudiger. Alonso levering Sanchez out of the way, taking on Mata, was just tripped by the Spaniard, free kick.
They're like street fighters, aren't they, these United players? Sanchez coming on has picked up the pace of it so quickly.
Manchester United are bringing on Andreas Pereira, and it is Juan Mata who is making way.
He's had another very good game, hasn't he? His intelligence, good passing, and the way he stopped Jorginho as well. Excellent, isn't he?
He's acknowledging the applause which is coming from all four sides of Stamford Bridge for Juan Mata, who played 135 games for Chelsea. Pereira is on.
I mean, Pereira will do exactly the same job.
Yeah. Another Brazilian international on the pitch, there are a few. Here's Willian. Rudiger. David Luiz. Azpilicueta, Willian. Marshalling Hazard, but he still found Willian. Just took him a moment to drag the ball under his control, Willian. Chelsea's throw. Lofted forward by Pogba. Luigi's there. Rudiger.
Just relentless from Chelsea, isn't it? But these United players never very far away from one another. Keep working, not overcommitting. Smalling engaging, then back to that line again.
Manchester United have marshalled them brilliantly in the second half. For all Chelsea's pressure, Romero really hasn't had any big saves to make. Willian. Knocked up by Appilaqueta. Barkley, Higuain, the whistle has gone.
Yeah, I think Barkley might have a hand there on Herrera as that ball comes in. But he's just pulling on him. Just a foul there from Barkley. That's a nuisance player, Herrera, isn't he? Always in the way.
Chelsea and Maurizio Sarri tonight entering this run of fixtures, which will be rather like a crucible, really. It'll find out exactly what they are made of. Manchester City again in the Carabao Cup final, and Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League, and all that after a visit here from Malmo.
It's getting a bit feisty, isn't it, in that corner? Alonso there, taking out Rashford for me. Okay, gets a bit of the ball, a lot of his opponent.
Free kick. So, talking about fixtures upcoming, obviously Manchester United have Liverpool, then league games against Palace and Southampton, then back-to-back Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal and Manchester City.
Goodness.
Here's Young. Alonso. Young. Lovely touch. Barkley, found by Hazard. Well cut out though. Matic to Lindelof. Such an assured Manchester United team.
He'd be pleased, wouldn't he, Matic getting back, Lindelof seeing the danger, little clipped pass into Sanchez, just doing enough to buy a foul.
Bruce Buck watching from on high. His facial expression says it all, as does his. A little over 10 minutes away from the quarter-finals. They're doing it the hard way, Manchester United. Arsenal, then Chelsea.
If they see this one through, I think Solskjaer should be given the job tonight, because, I mean, okay, there's still plenty of time left in this game, but they've done both sides of the game really very well. Here they go again.
Pereira away to Young. A little bit short for Pereira. Look at Hazard's appetite. Manchester United throw that, greeted by rapturous cheers from behind that goal where the visiting fans are congregated.
Well, that's what their fans have grown accustomed to. 6 years now, isn't it, since they won the Premier League? They've dominated English football and they want that back. So do the players, by the way.
The stewards are coming out, which is always a good sign when your team's in front. Alonso. You can't really say, Martin, that Chelsea have played badly, but they've not really been able to lay a glove on Manchester United.
No.
Willian. Appilaqueta. Willian. Higuain beaten in the air. Oh, Appilaqueta. There's a foul on Matic just as Appilaqueta thought he was about to break into the penalty area.
little tug, isn't it, from Willian? Well seen by the officials.
Manchester United 9 minutes away from the FA Cup quarter-final, and the draw follows this match on BBC One. So, Azpilicueta is taken off, which doesn't appear to be a particular popular decision. David Zappacosta coming on.
Well, that's been booed around the ground, isn't it, that decision?
It's the fans' turn, it's going to get very tough.
We assume he's not injured.
Won by Smalling, but illegally. It's a free kick. The time and the tide is against them. Chelsea running out of ideas. Zappacosta to Rudiger. David Luiz. Zappacosta to Manchester United throw-in. Hudson-Odoi sits and watches. Chelsea have made all their changes. Bench warming again for the night.
Well, he's probably wondering, isn't he? They're 2 goals down and he's put a defender on. I mean, is it a political move from the manager? Because it's a stupid one if it is.
Alonso. Well, all his changes, all 3 substitutions have just been like for like. That's what I meant before about the same one-way system and the same no-through road. Zappacosta. Jorginho flipped into Higuain. N'Golo Kante tried to wriggle through. Nemanja Matic is there.
I think that's gone out for a corner.
Yes, it has. And one which Chelsea pretty much have to turn into a goal if they have any chance.
Yeah, and they're around the referee because they think there's a foul on Higuain. Smalling, I believe.
Willian to take this corner kick. Barkley didn't get anything on it. Matic blocked it. Pogba races away. There could be danger here because Pogba has Sanchez to his left and Pereira to his right. This is Alexis Sanchez from Manchester United looking for Pereira, who will retrieve it. Pogba fell.
I think he's tired, to be fair. I mean, he's galloped out of defence there beautifully, hasn't he? That's the ball, isn't it? Just pinches it. Maybe a little slight dead leg for him.
Substitutions called into question by the crowd. He's agitated. He's angry, he's losing.
Well, up to now, I mean, this will be surely their best performance of the season, Manchester United, because they've been ruthless on the counter-attack, they've been organised, determined. They've been like street fighters tonight. Too good for Chelsea, I'm afraid.
Clattered away downfield. Oh, it's come off David Luiz to Rudiger. Martin, just turn your thoughts to a man of the match and I'll come back to you on that. So towards Willian. Pereira away. David Luiz. Alonso, Jorginho, Alonso, William for Chelsea. It's got to be now. Out by Lindelof. Barkley. William.
Just doesn't seem to be, Steve, that spark, does there, in the Chelsea team? It's all very predictable at the moment, frustrating the Chelsea faithful.
Here's Rudiger to David Luiz. Jorginho, Barkley, hit Smalling. Here's David Zappacosta. Decent foray forward actually. Where's he heading? Hazard. Herrera gets a foot in. Here's Rashford.
Herrera again there, by the way, another foot in. Rashford willing to run forward.
Fair play to Hazard, willing to run back. There he is again. And that is a goal kick.
Wow. So many good performances from the Manchester United team here tonight. He's so frustrated, Hazard, isn't he? Can't win it on his own.
Man of the match, Martin.
Well, this man here, for me, Pogba, gets an assist, got his goal. Sitting on the bench for Mourinho, for Ole Solskjaer. I think he's going to get him the job. Such has been his performances since Solskjaer took over. Outstanding again tonight.
Manchester United are taking Stamford Bridge here. It's their songs, their noise.
Can be a proud man, Solskjaer. Really responded to him.
Chelsea now utterly bereft of ideas and inspiration. Manchester United have squeezed every last drop of inspiration out of those Chelsea players. There's nothing left. They cannot hurt Manchester United. Try though they have.
Well, it doesn't seem to matter who plays down the middle. There's a succession of strikers, haven't they, this season? Morata, Giroud, Higuain. If you don't move the ball quick enough, it's so predictable at the moment. All credit to United, of course, for making it difficult.
Here's Barkley. Perspiration from Chelsea, certainly.
Well, United are so well drilled.
Inspiration, not enough. Here's Alonso. Smalling. Alonso trying to improvise to find a way to hook it goalwards. Minimum of 5 added minutes.
What he's done well tonight, Smalling, is he runs out, he comes out with the front player, and then either Matic or Herrera just sits in between them. They just do that really well, like a piston effect, really, one in, one out. Well organised for sure.
Sanchez off after this. Hazard, Barkley. Hazard. Barkley. Clipped into Zappacosta. This might be interesting, and then Hazard with the header wide of the post, well wide of the post. Feel a little sorry for Hazard, in all honesty.
Well, he's given everything, hasn't he, tonight? They managed to get in on this one because basically it was a sort of a counter attack really. United refusing to come out for most of this second half, nice and compact. No space for Hazard.
McTominay is going to come on for the few seconds that remain of this Manchester United victory. It's a silent and fruitless scream from Maurizio Sarri. No one can hear it, and it won't make any difference. Manchester United are marching into the quarter-final of the Cup. There's no doubt about that. Here's Higuain, now Lindelof, Pogba, Rashford. Pogba.
He's like a tiger, isn't he, in there? Someone must have told him he's just got the Man of the Match award.
Well, he's like a different man, different player. McTominay doesn't get on quickly, he won't get on at all. It's Rashford who's coming off. He's played a big part in the second half because he's the outball from all the Chelsea corners and free kicks.
He has, and what about the cross, by the way, that he whips in there for Pogba? Gareth Southgate here tonight will be delighted with his performance and the way that he's developing now.
So Rashford wanders off and McTominay comes on. Oh, he's beaming and no wonder.
He must feel like he's put the clock back watching United play tonight. United of old.
Yeah. The swagger, the power, the pace, the aggression, the attacking flair, the defensive dominance, the tactical nous, everything is there. It's been a hugely impressive Manchester United performance here.
Hugely professional.
Here's Young. Herrera. William. Higuain. Knocked off it illegally. It's going to be a free kick. Andres Pereira with the foul.
Well, Chelsea score. There won't be many fans here from the Chelsea point of view to see it.
N'Golo Kante turning, found by Barkley. Alonso. David Luiz into N'Golo Kante, rolls away from him to Young. McTominay. That's a decent ball. Hazard here, taking on Young. Really cleanly put away by Ashley Young.
Does well there because he keeps his eye on the ball.
Last few breaths of the tie, in goes the corner, taken by Romero. Kevin Friend blows his whistle, and Manchester United are into the FA Cup quarter-final, and the draw is following straight away. They will be huddled around to find out who they play next. They've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Chelsea. What's next for Manchester United? But they are thoroughly deserved winners tonight. Ander Herrera and Paul Pogba with two first half headers, super goals each in their own right, and try though they might in the second half, Chelsea simply could not hurt them. It's finished at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2.
Manchester United are through to the quarter-finals for the 5th successive season, and that's their first win at Stamford Bridge in any competition since 2012, some 7 years ago. Terrific performance from Manchester United. Kept Chelsea at bay in the second half. Pogba once again the star of the show. His French teammate there congratulating him, of course. They've got that little World Cup, haven't they, between them. Nothing doing for Higuain this evening. Overall, Manchester United worthy winners, Alan?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. They had to defend very well in the second half. I mean, it was Lindelof, Shaw, Smalling, Young. They worked really well as a team, and I was so impressed with them. Did what they had to do first half, got the goals, and they knew that they just had to see the game out in the second half. And Chelsea offered very little. They didn't have one effort on target in the second half, Chelsea, but that was down to Man United because they stopped them playing.
Manchester United, the winners from a Chelsea perspective. I mean, they puffed and puffed, but they didn't find any answers to the questions that were given to them.
No, it's worrying times at the moment for Chelsea. They really need to pick themselves up because they've got some important matches coming up. The thing that I'm really disappointed about is without the ball, show no kind of reaction, no hunger, to get that ball back and then pass. Yeah, it's all nice with the ball, but then you don't create,
First questions asked of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after defeat against PSG. Yeah. Philip, he's answered them resoundingly.
Well, I think it's his best ever performance since he came in. I really do. Tactically, he got it right. Spirit-wise, the aggression. It was. I think Steve Wilson said it in the commentary. It was like watching the old Manche United teams that used to be so successful. He's got them playing with confidence, belief. That man, I don't see a better player in the Premier League at the moment than him since Ole came in. It's fantastic.
Well, 12 games, 9 goals, 6 assists. It's not bad at all, is it? Who would have thought Manchester United had some good players? It's an astounding turnaround.
It's incredible. It's incredible. The spirit, the togetherness. You didn't see that. I mean, 14 games ago, you just said, look, could United come to Stamford Bridge play with that kind of arrogance and confidence? You said, absolutely no way. Now they can, and you know that the season's looking up.
Yeah, and their players and their fans have got a smile on their face again. That's such a difference, bit of confidence.
And you know what is noticeable is the work they're doing as a team off the ball. When the opposition have the ball, you can see that they're so well organised, and every single player is putting a shift in, and that's the impressive thing.
It certainly is. Let's remind ourselves how Manchester United took the lead. Great piece of play.
It was. We talked about the diamond, and it involved the 4 players in the diamond. Matic played the ball, who was at the base of the diamond up to the tip of the diamond, who was Juan Mata. He lays it back off into Lukaku, who just drifted out wide. Then he plays it to Pogba, off the pass from Matic, and this run from Herrera. The outside of the diamond is so important. You need quality in wide positions, and you need energy to get into the box. Poor defending from Alonso. That was the tactics that I thought was brilliant.
From a Chelsea point of view, it was so bad defensively. From the moment they lose the ball to that, should do better, should do more to stop the ball into Mata, not once, but then twice again. You can't give good players time on the ball to take a touch and pick their head up and pick passes that they want at ease. Got to try and stop the cross, and then the defending from Alonso to allow Herrera. He just doesn't see him. It's from United's point of view, excellent, superb, everything about it, the way they moved it, the way they finished it off. But Chelsea will look at that defensive and they were all over the place.
Just a quick reminder, of course, as Herrera nods that into the back of the net, that the draw for the quarterfinals of the FA Cup will come very shortly. But we can hear from, the 2 goal scorers. Pogba and Herrera are with Ailey Barber.
Paul, many would have been watching tonight wondering what kind of reaction we would see from this Manchester United team. That was a very, very good way to bounce back, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful win today. Great performance from the team, all of them. It wasn't easy. We went to get that win from far, but we did it, and we really pleased with that win.
A goal for you and an assist tonight. How much responsibility do you take upon yourself in driving this team forward?
Like I always say, the team helped me to get to my best. I just give everything for them. They helped me to score goals and to make assists. If he doesn't make the run, I can't pass him the ball, and we just enjoy playing together.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball he played in to you, and you finished it perfectly as well. Did it feel like the kind of game where the first goal would be crucial?
Not, to be honest, because they are a fantastic team. We had to fight until the end. We knew how to play them. I played today a more offensive role because we knew they struggle in that side of the pitch. But I think fantastic game. When you play with these kind of players, you can make them run that run, and you know you're gonna get the ball. But I would like to speak also about Alexis, Andreas, and Scott. The way they came into the game. A world-class player as Alexis, and the way he fought. This is Manchester United, and this is what we want.
You certainly had to fight out there as well. A lot of work to do defensively. You looked very solid. How much do you take from the clean sheet today as well?
Fantastic, because David De Gea was not playing, so it's very important also for Romero. We know we can trust him as well, but I think we like to be also critical with ourselves, and we have to improve on the ball. In the second half we should have kept more the ball to make it more difficult for them, but we can be happy, of course, with the performance and with the result.
It puts you into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. You look like you're in a very good place tonight, just now as a team. We know how much Solskjaer loves this competition. Whatever happens with his future, and if he perhaps isn't here next season, how special would it be for you all to enjoy an FA Cup win together at the end of this season?
Obviously, like I always say, we are Manchester United, and we play to win trophies. And he took this job because obviously he can do it, and he trusts us and we trust him. And obviously we go for it. And then we never know if we're gonna win, but we go for it and we play to win, obviously.
Well done tonight. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
Incredible turnaround, really, in form of Manchester United. I suppose in many ways it does show you the importance of the right coach.
Yeah, he
I
had
mean,
that trust there, didn't he?
Well, exactly. And
we trust him, he trusts us.
Yeah,
and
he's sort of saying something without saying
saying it.
But it's true.
It's true. The feeling what you get, and also, what you're allowed to do on that pitch. Are you allowed to, express yourself? And